Oh, great. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we start on your uh the part of your history, let's just run through this list. Have you had a chance to read this yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then we'll cover this on another time. So I'm going to bring up your lifetime chronology, and here's your date fields. Let's just go through. Let's go through some events. Okay. Do you know how to add a row to a
Yeah.
spreadsheet? Okay.
Yeah. You go up to well, I don't know.
In Google, you can right mouse click and come
Well,
down to,
I don't see my the row that gives me the option to add a row or take one out. It usually it's right up here in this part of the
it,
screen, but you've got something else up there.
it's going to be different because this is Google and you're used to Microsoft. But
Yeah.
you just click on the row first of all. See it highlights the row.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you place your cursor on the number four, whatever row it is, and right mouse click, and you see all these options.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, that's the way you do it in Google then. All right.
Yeah. And do you know how Control Z and
You can
Control?
delete the row by here, or you can insert a row. Yeah, I see where you do it. Yeah,
All right.
okay.
All right. Do you know the keyboard shortcuts Control Z and Control Y?
Control G and Y?
Control Z and Y.
No.
Okay. This is just something that'll help you.
Control C for copy and V for print, what you copied.
Right. So,
But I don't know about Z.
all right. So you see where I typed your name?
Yeah.
All right. So now Control Z just undoes whatever you've just done. So I'm going to hit Control Z and it goes back to the previous state. Okay.
Okay.
Control Y will go forward one step. So
It puts it back, huh?
yeah, and this is just useful information. So I'm just going to type David and then Rick, okay, and then I'm just going to say,
Her name has an E on the end of it.
all right, I'm just going to leave it there for this situation. Okay, so there's four keystrokes. Now I hit Control Z and it'll erase Starkville, erase N. If I hit Control Y, it will redo it. Okay. So now when I
Okay.
hit Control Z four times, bam, 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 bam. That's just useful stuff to know. You
Yeah.
can can also do Control X if you want to cut something and paste it. So I can hit Control X. First, I have to select the cell, okay? And then I can select another cell and hit Control V. So it cut it out of this cell and put it in there.
Okay.
Just saves you a little time. All right, so let's start with the time that you. No, I want to back up for a minute. I want to back up to the time that you graduated from Mississippi State, and then your next location was going to be in Georgia, right?
No.
Okay, so
Oh,
what's the next place you lived?
yeah, yeah. Mississippi State to Fort Benning, Georgia.
Okay, so did you finish high school in 1951?
Yes.
And you finished at Mississippi State in 1955?
Yes.
All right. How long was it before you went off to Fort Benning?
How what?
Before you went off, how long was it before you left to go to Fort Benning?
Oh, right after I graduated, because that's that's when you in ROTC. When you graduate, then you go right directly to
Okay. Okay.
your infantry school.
All right. So we're just going to say June 1955. Okay. So you,
You got, yeah, okay.
you actually called it,
Your font is so damn small. I can't see. Can you change the font size on this screen?
yeah. Um, to change the font universally, you could select everything and then up here, see this plus and minus.
Yeah, you got a 10. It needs to be bigger than that. Yeah,
All right. Say when.
that's good.
Okay. All right. So what I was saying was that you called it infantry school, right?
After school at Fort Benning, Georgia.
Now, I was never clear how long you were there, but I think you said a couple of months.
Yeah. hmm
Anything happened that you can remember while you were there?
What?
Was there anything that you can remember, that any event, anything at all that happened while you were in?
Well, no, we just did, the basic training for military.
Okay. Do you remember the names of any of the cadets or of the
No,
drill sergeant or any of that?
no,
Okay. Any anything in the local town that you took part in?
no,
Did you sing anywhere? You remember?
no.
Okay. So from Fort Benning, you probably went home to Starkville on your way to Fort Hood, right?
Well, I probably stopped in there to speak to somebody, but I didn't stay.
Okay. So we would say probably August of 55?
I guess whenever I left Fort Benning, it'd be the same month. But that's so long ago, Rick. I mean, who the hell remembers months 60 years ago?
All right, David, don't feel uncomfortable with the questions that I'm asking you. You cannot answer these right or wrong. Okay, this is not a competition. You don't have to make the correct answer.
Yeah.
Uh, if you don't know some of these, you are perfectly normal. It's like I told you, I cannot remember the month that I moved to Mobile, which is a big, a big event in my life. But right now, what I'm kind of looking for is an approximation of the time sequence is one thing, but
Yeah,
throughout,
because 1955 was 68 years ago,
right,
you know,
but
and and I just don't remember much of anything that far back.
right, but remember, this is not going to go in on any kind of form or anything like that. This is just an approximation on this part. There will be other things that we need definite dates on, like your wedding date, and maybe the month and year that Anne passed away, and things like that. Anything that you feel comfortable with, but um, so you see that character that I put right there?
It says -8 1 1955.
Yeah, it's not a minus, it's
Oh,
a tilde,
oh yeah,
T-I-L-D.
yeah, I see it now. It's just you back to a smaller font.
Nope, that's the same font.
Well, raise it up a little bit more.
How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Okay, so Do you want to talk about anything that happened while you were at Fort Hood?
No, we just went through you know, trained more training and I was just stationed there. Hmm.
Okay. And how long about, just approximately?
Well, I was at Fort Hood until let's see what happened after Fort Hood. Hmm. I finished up my 2 years of active duty at Fort Hood.
All right. So that was a 2-year period.
Yeah,
Okay. When you were at Fort Hood, did you resided on the military base the entire time, right?
that's right.
Okay. Did you meet anybody that you remember?
No,
Nobody you remember from the military or uh, sergeants or anything like that?
no, I think hold on a minute. Just a minute.
Just so you'll know, David, I I could not download that really great video from the wedding, but it was really, really nice.
Okay, in 1956, while I was at Fort Hood, I had my left kidney was removed. I had kidney surgery. That was in 1956.
Why was it removed?
Huh?
Why was it removed?
It wasn't draining properly.
So, but it wasn't a matter of cancer, it was just a physical thing.
No, no, it was. They said it probably in childhood measles or something settled in the kidney and it just it wasn't draining properly, and it was full of stones, so they just took it out. And that's the only thing I remember about Fort Hood, Texas.
Well, that's fine. I like that. I mean, it's better than nothing at all. Uh, and one thing is the way a person's brain works is at some point in the next few weeks or months, you know, you might come back and see this there and say and think, yeah, I remember that was Dr. Clark or Second Lieutenant Clark that removed that kidney. Uh, so we'll see some things like that hopefully. But I think that's a pretty important thing too, uh, David. When I do my my story, I'm going to put every hospital that I've ever had any kind of procedure in.
Mhm.
And but mine's a little sort of different situation because I know a lot of doctors and everything and medical people. Okay, so August 1st, approximately of 57, you moved back to Mississippi to Starkville, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Was your mother living at this time?
Yeah, you've got that same thing down on two lines down below, three lines down below that.
Okay. Then we'll just delete it. So your mother was living?
Hmm?
Your mother was living?
Yeah,
Okay. I have no idea what year your mother passed away.
I don't remember.
Okay. So you moved in with your parents. Now, I had a little confusion about whether you started with Farm Bureau first or the chicken houses first. So
Chicken houses first.
okay. And were they already there or did you have them built?
I built them.
Right. Did you have somebody build them or did you build them?
I had somebody build them.
Okay. And the purpose of the chicken houses was never to haul them off to be prepared for food. They were all hatching chickens, right?
They were for hatching eggs. They were put down as baby chicks, but they grew up to start laying eggs for the hatching business, hatching egg business.
Okay.
Contractors misspelled.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What kind of work were you in all your life? Tell me again. Were you a librarian or school teacher?
Why?
Because you're picking everything that's wrong to
Well,
throw in the toilet.
I'm just trying to help you help you out here. It looks
It
like you
it
need it.
it ain't helping. Trust me when I tell you.
Ann's name has an E on the end of it.
Okay. All right. That's significant. Okay. All right. So approximately 2 years, you own the chicken houses. And was it during that time that you met Ann?
Yes.
Okay. So when you met Ann, you already had the chicken houses.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know just about how long you dated her before you married her?
We dated for about hmm, let's see, we married in 57. Uh no, we married in 59. Yeah, so two
Okay.
years.
Okay. All right. So, but I mean, you came back approximately August of 57. You were telling me about the event when you met her. You were in church. You didn't actually meet her, but is there anything you can remember going on at that time of year that might tag to the month that you met your wife? I mean, that you saw her at the church with the
No, I don't
lampshade hat.
remember that.
Spring, summer, fall, winter.
Huh?
Do you remember what season it would have been? Spring, summer, fall, or winter?
No, I don't remember.
You have no idea when you saw the girl with the lampshade hat.
Nope. I just remember seeing a girl with a lampshade hat, but I wasn't, I wasn't particularly interested in what season it was, so I don't remember it.
And how long after that?
Pat is misspelled.
Okay. All right. All right. That day, you were actually singing in the choir.
Yeah.
Was it First Methodist Church of Starkville or Starkville Methodist Church?
Do what?
What was the name of the church?
The First Methodist Church of Starkville, Mississippi.
What was your friend's name, your buddy that was singing that day also?
Pat McInvale.
What was Pat doing? Do you know at that time?
Hmm?
Do you know what Pat was doing at that time in school,
No,
work, nothing like that? Okay.
no, I don't know.
What was her maiden name?
Hmm?
What was Dan's maiden name?
Her maiden name?
Yeah.
Newell.
Do you know
Newell.
what was her middle name?
Her first name was Sarah, middle name was Ann. It was Sarah Ann Newell.
Sarah with an A or H?
H on it. Put an H on the end of Sarah. And Newell, Newell. Okay.
All right. At that time, did he tell you anything else about Ann?
No, he just told me who she was.
Okay. And why was it that you were driving down the street one day and you saw her or something?
Hmm?
The way that you actually met Ann, how did that happen?
Uh, I don't remember exactly how we met. I know that that well, yeah, I do too. Yeah, it was at a party that a friend of hers that lived down the street from me had a bunch of girls over for some kind of party, and they were all out in the yard, and I drove by there, and I saw them, and so I stopped, and that's where I saw her again and met her again.
Do you
Uh,
know how long that was after that day in church that you saw her?
no,
Okay, probably though, what, 2 or 3 weeks, something like that?
I'd say I'd say a week.
Was that on the street that you lived on?
Yeah, Greensboro Street.
You remember the other girl's name that was throwing the party?
Her name was uh, hang on. Hmm.
That's okay.
It'll come to me and I'll tell you later.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this text right here.